your lives up.
Right. You know, gotta get that. They say you gotta knock
20
out
ball.
20 of them bitches.
Hey, but I was thinking last night about a new line for like something that I would throw on some clothes, and it was what was it? Was it? Hold on, real quick. I got it in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, put on some shit yesterday. Yesterday is tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like on
Right.
some. I don't even know. I don't even know what made me come up with it. But like
That's
the
that's
go ahead.
funny. No, I was just saying you. Somebody said some same similar shit to me. Like yesterday is tomorrow, but they said it in a different way. She's like old is new. That's what she said.
Because that's basically what I was coming at. Like, cause like far as fashion, like yesterday's fashion is tomorrow's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
everything coming back out. Everything coming back out. Like in a minute, people finna come back with the crispy 501 Levi fits. It's on its
Mm-hmm.
way. They on
Uh,
their way
the Levi, bringing them bitches back. I used to like the black Levi's.
with the little tan, little stitching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or they had the all black Joneses. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and we don't even know what's really like a lot of things we think is new is just some old shit. And then
It's
that go back to why they lie.
recycled.
That's why they lie about history because they recycling shit. They want you to think this shit new.
They want you to think this shit new. It makes sense.
This shit old. This shit been said,
This shit been said. This shit been thought of.
been done.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna slap that on some hoodies and shit and get that out there too.
Yesterday is tomorrow. Yesterday's
Yes.
fashion is it's today's fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yesterday is tomorrow. Just slap it on there and make motherfuckers think, ask questions.
Right.
I'm trying to get my hands in it all. Everything that's legally possible to sell. I'm trying to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a consumer for it.
Real spiel, man. You know, we've been talking about this shit, man. Hands everywhere, man. I'm trying to be like a
What you call
squeeze.
it? Tentacles. Yeah,
Yeah,
tentacles. You know what
tentacles.
I'm saying?
I almost forgot what I had said. Tentacles
Gotta
around this bitch.
got to have them tentacles. A reach.
Arms
I
reach.
was
How
I
you?
was I was fucking with Loke earlier. I was just putting him hip on some shit
What he is talking
about
about?
just the promotion of music and you know what I'm saying.
Right, the
How
market.
can he get it? Yeah, how can he get his marketing? How can he get his shit into the right ears and you know what I'm saying. I told him instead of trying to pay that little whatever they charging to drop on like say cheese or Detroit rap news. I said, nigga, we need to slide into these rappers' DMs that got a fan base already and pay them that little ticket. You know what I'm saying? To drop
Right.
on their page, opposed to say cheese where they got all the. You know what I'm saying? No jumper, they got all the niggas following that shit for the drama. They ain't looking for no new rappers on there.
Right. Exactly. It's
And
the circus.
if your shit popping, they gonna play it. They gonna post your shit without charging you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So you want to go to them rappers that got fans, you know what I'm saying, and try to shoot them a couple dollars and have them give you a little story post, and because that's where them fans gonna generate when say Peasy, you know what I'm saying, post on his shit. You at
Right.
least
And
gonna
that's
get you at least gonna get two, three. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna play your shit, and that's on the bare minimum.
I haven't
You
seen
know,
any artists doing that. And that's a
because
little money grab. That's a quick little bag, real quick.
bro, but you gotta think about it. Most artists, would do that, like the real ones that didn't came up, you know what I'm saying, that didn't, you know what I'm saying, been down. If a nigga slid in they DM like, man, what's your cash app, bro? I'm finna shoot you 300. I just want a little Instagram post real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And or shit, they don't
Right.
even know it's coming because they know it only takes 30 seconds to a minute to make that post.
Right.
And
Exactly.
they just made the fastest 350 of their life for real. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just click your fingers.
Having that outreach, having them fans, them motherfuckers ready to support at all times. That shit important. I mean, that shit
Because
is valuable.
the views from an artist page is more valuable than the views from like uh, say cheese or something like that. Them views really just swipe views opposed to Peasy dropping something. Or I'm just using Peasy because you know what I'm saying, he top in Michigan right now, one of the top. But just anybody though, bro, it ain't gotta be even in Michigan. You probably could try to get a wider fan base, so you want to try to get somebody down in LA or something. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody from Michigan want to get somebody, pay somebody down in LA that really got fans on their Instagram and shit.
Right.
Cause you trying to build, you know what I'm saying, a relationship like with your fans, or, you know what I'm saying, to some sort. When you're independent, you gotta make a motherfucker feel like, you know what I'm saying, they a part of this shit too. Cause really they is. They a part of the bag.
Yeah, they want to feel a part of your success. Like when I put people on, you know how that feeling when you put somebody on, a rapper or something, or like you feel like you didn't put the city on to somebody,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but really you ain't really, you know, or maybe you ain't, you know, you just, that's something that you feel like, man, I had a reason for this person's success, but you ain't.
That's that. They go back to that power shit that you were talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's your power. Like, you feel like that's your power. Like, I showed y'all this nigga before he was popping, and now everybody listening to this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. See, that's all life is, bro, is that power game. You want somebody to just acknowledge you, your existence, then react
Acknowledge what you did for. You know what I'm saying? What you do.
to show that what
Yeah,
you do in the world move the needle to some degree. I don't give a fuck if it's a nigga stepping out your way on the sidewalk. You know,
exactly.
you
Everybody's want that acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? That's key.
mhm.
That's key.
And see, that's the game on this marketing game is making people feel emotionally attached, and that's how they got us fucked up right now. Because the marketing and advertisement game, they they done perfected it so well to where we so emotionally attached. We think this shit real. Like
We
motherfuckers
think
was
that's how it
heartbroken.
gotta be.
They was heartbroken when they heard Jadakiss went to private school and had a you know a
And
good
a regular growing up. You
a
know what I'm saying? But
regular
it wasn't all that bad for kids. He just had bars.
life. Exactly. This nigga's a talented rapper. He had to sell that image though. Not saying he was selling you an image, but to a degree, we selling records, bro. We having meetings and shit on what we finna talk about, what our fucking branding is. We branded
Like
as D Block street artists. We talking about real shit.
Loke had a nice little opportunity on the floor for some shit. And since we live, I ain't gonna just put it all out there. But he got a nice little opportunity on the floor. But at the same time, I was just like, what's the business side behind it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Before you spin this cheese, you know what I'm saying? What are you gonna get on the back end? Not necessarily no money back, but like, is your money gonna be well invested? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to just give nobody no cheese, and then you know what I'm saying. Once they done with you, they done with you. Like, is it gonna be some? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, I know exactly what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying? Because a motherfucker just get that cheese from you, and then they be over with. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
They banking on your hopes and dreams. This shit is a hustle.
But at the same time, motherfuckers come to you with opportunity. You know what I'm saying? They're not really coming to you trying to put you on. They trying to make you pay to get on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I
Mhm.
get it. That's your job, and in your job, that's what you're supposed to do. So it's no knock on nobody hustle. But at the same time, if you see something, if I'm put in position to better somebody's career, if I really see it in you, bro, I'm not gonna try to do nothing. I'm gonna do what I can do to get you in front of the people that you need to get in front of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's gonna help me if I break this artist to the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be able to get some on the back end too. I should be able to if my business right.
If your
But it
business,
shouldn't be nothing right now up front because everybody trying to make it. But at the same time, that's supposed to be for the motherfuckers who got it. You know what I'm saying? You got that cheese, spend it. You know what I'm saying? And I get why people be pulling people cards because you'll talk about having that cheese in your rap. Let's see you spend it. You know what I'm saying? It's all that power game. Like you know what I'm saying?
right?
It's all that power game.
And like what I'm learning just about that music industry, this is why I'm slow to pay for promotion and shit like that, and motherfuckers say they could get you on this, they could. Back in the day,
Right.
because my cousin used to do, he used to be rapping underground rapping before this social media, and it was always people who would charge you. There's a nigga that charge you like 1,500. He'll take you on a little radio tour, a little radio promo. They always had these type of people in the industry where a nigga just got connections. He just got friends. Like I can get you in the, I can just all this shit. Like when you come out to LA, you'll see the industry. All these studios and all these little offices is here. It's little rinky dink people who just in there. They editors and shit. You can get up in them offices and take a picture in front of the little desk and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You could. This is all a game. You know what I'm saying? You can get a chance to get on, but it's a
Right.
game. You know what I
It's a
mean?
game. It's a game that's being played. It's definitely a game that's being played
What?
because man, like damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was something along that line though. But it's definitely with this rap shit and then like with the promotion shit, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's a bag. So why not? You know what I'm saying? That's a bag in itself, just promotion, like in saying you got those connections. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but it's not really. I don't know, but it's not really helping nobody if if you bring the opportunity to the table, but the opportunity costs. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's not really helping nobody because I could have really Googled this information probably. You know what
Man,
I'm saying?
let me play this video real quick. Barry White's a little short.
Yeah, type that bitch in.
Shit. Let me see. Book her out the way. I'm finna shoot her out.
The record business is a very lucrative business. It's the only business where a man can go to sleep tonight poor and wake up tomorrow a rich man. What is going to happen to the new artists coming in? They're going to have to come in with a different philosophy. They can't just come into this business as a singer. They got to come in with the intentions of becoming a great singer, becoming a great songwriter, becoming their own record producer, learning what the management business is, learning what engineering is. If it's possible, they can become a musician. Fine. We are dealing with your life. A lot of people play with this record business, man. They use this glamour as a beautiful little bubble to flash in front of the outer world. But that bubble is very dangerous. You should come in very serious, knowing that this is my livelihood. What about business administration? What about publishing? What about accounting? What about management? There is many, many lucrative entities in this industry. The record business is a very lucrative.
Many lucrative. There's so many lucrative positions you can play. Everybody want to be the person in front of the screen.
Like you remember what I always say, bro. Like I'm like, nigga, I don't want to. That's the least. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't. I'm just interested in the whole process and the work. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's a lucrative business. Like I know you don't gotta be the artist to like really longevity wise. It's the motherfuckers behind the scenes that make the real money.
Right.
Like the artist might make the money in a short time span. Like he said, you know what I'm saying? You'll be poor today and rich overnight. But them riches can be gone. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Them riches can be gone, like if you ain't manage them right, like you know what I'm saying. Opposed to being an engineer, you know what I'm saying. That's a bag that's gonna be there. Everybody need that shit mixed and mastered.
Everybody like in Kalamazoo, you can see who making the money off the music industry. It's an industry in every city.
Oh, most definitely,
Who
most
making the most
definitely.
money in these local cities off the music industry? It ain't the artists. It's
It's the promoters and the goddamn and the producers.
the video mans.
Yeah, video man. Like
People
it's
who would say, "Oh, I
everybody.
can take you to the bigger market, and I got connections over there." You
It's
know,
everybody. It's everybody but the artist. And all those people that saying they can take you there, like bro, like let's be real. If they could take somebody there, they would take them there. You know what I'm saying? They can. You know what I'm saying? Like think about it. Like let's be real, bro. If they could take you there, they would take you there. They might play some shit. It go like this, bro. You might come in that bitch where they might give you an opportunity to play some shit. And it might be more than one opportunity, but they might give you an opportunity to play some shit. And you come with you think your favorite song is.
mm-hmm.
Looking at you like, nah, this ain't the one. They might not even tell you why. They might like the lyrics, but it might be the mix. It might, whatever it is, nah, this ain't the one. So now you looking like, ooh, they already turned down one. I ain't even finna give them a chance to turn down too many more. So now let me see about this bag. Now let me see about how many artists I can get them to pay. You know what I'm saying? So that I can see that they can see my worth. You know what I'm saying? Because my taste in music it might not be it.
I get exactly what you said.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause
Like,
it's like he really don't. Then a lot of the niggas, but see, it's a lot of uneducated people. Like we ain't got no real industry people. Like Detroit just now getting on, so they, that's we getting closer to the industry. But the Midwest don't really have a music industry, so you just listening a lot of misconceptions. You getting
a
shit
lot of
written
them.
down.
Cause
People
bro, like I told him, I was like, bro, I told Lo, I was like, bro, no, I don't think I was telling Lo because I was telling somebody at the alley. I'm like, bro, like if I was an artist, I wouldn't listen to me because you know what I'm saying. What have I done? You know what I'm saying. Even if the information is good that I'm giving, like you know what I'm saying, you ain't did shit. So, and I'm like, it's a lot of me's out here. It's a lot of niggas that like me that feel like we know something or feel like we would do this if we was the artist, but who gonna listen to that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got. I'm like, for me, I'm like, I gotta do some shit that you know what I'm saying, be able to bring somebody, you know what I'm saying, along the line, like what I'm saying, like if I feel like if I get the opportunity to bring an artist, I'm not gonna charge that as nothing. I'm gonna take the coldest one. I feel like the coldest one is with the most potential. First, I'm gonna ask the people what they're looking for. Then I'm gonna go try to find that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it ain't gonna be no ticket on it. The ticket is gonna be on me. I'm gonna tell the artist, like, look, I'm gonna take care of whatever we gotta take care of. Just sign this right here. It ain't no long term contract or nothing like that. It's just that you're gonna be able to recoup whatever I spend. I'm gonna be able to recoup that off of you when you blow. I don't want nothing but my money back, and then we're gonna take off from there. And
Right.
that good business gonna bring more good business. But all it takes is that artist. All right, bam. I ain't make no money off him. I just made my money back. But now I got something to show for. So now when I go back to bring the next artist on, listen, sign this contract. Let me be your manager, and I just need 5% off of what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Then you go from there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's a method to it. You just got to do it the right way.
Right, you gotta do this shit the right way, and I just keep this shit really tongue in cheek with niggas like people who want to do features or quote unquote lock in about this shit because man, I don't like laughing and talking with people and then the business
Mm-hmm.
come up afterwards and now we all like, now we got
Let's get the business out of the way first, and
business
then we
up,
can laugh and kick it.
then we can talk and kiki and ha ha,
Because niggas do be doing a lot of talking and
and
not enough. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be like you said, it'd be the not the right talking. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the right conversation that needs to be taken care of first. You know what I'm saying?
Cause look at black people, we got so many ideas, bro. We got hella ideas. It's the execution part, you know.
The execution, most definitely,
We got a
most
wealth of
definitely,
ideas.
most definitely, bro. And then it's like with Kalamazoo, it ain't like you said. It's not really no. Well, just Midwest in general, it's not really no industry. Like, but if you get to Chicago, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of still mid. You know, that's still Midwest. So if you can get to Chicago, like people be going in the wrong direction. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to go to Detroit, but like if you go to Chicago, like it's actual A&Rs and
There's
you
some
know what I'm
offices.
saying?
There's some offices over there.
It's an LA like shit in Chicago,
Right, real
opposed to
shit.
Detroit.
Like motherfuckers that be wanting to get into acting shit. It's they got the little casting shit. They
Bro,
got this in Chicago.
I got the little shit. They be sending me casting calls all the time. Like you know what I'm saying? Some little shit you sign up for, and they just send you text messages. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But and most of them bitches be in Chicago and shit. Like yeah, think about it. Like The Shy, that's in Chicago. There's a lot of TV shows and shit in Chicago. Chicago PD, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire. That's 3 different TV shows. You know what I'm saying? That need extras. That need you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people you can rub shoulders with in Chicago, bro. You know what I'm saying?
There's some celebrities down there. Lorenz Tate
Most
was just
definitely.
down there doing. I think maybe they shooting some show down there or
Like
movie.
one motherfucker who be definitely in the right places from the looks of things is that nigga Timmy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He be in the right places. You know what I'm saying?
in
But
Chicago, right? He meeting. It seemed like he got reached to the right people.
he got research like he be in the right like you know what I'm saying. He going to open mics and different shit like that. Like where our city don't even offer that. You know what I'm saying? Where you go to Chicago and you can go into an open mic, nigga. All you gotta do is pay the little $10 cover fee, nigga, and then have the boys to get up on the stage. You know what I'm saying?
Swear to God, that's how it is out here in LA. It's an open mic every day. To where the point is, to the point where I'm like, damn, I need to throw me an open mic. That's some business out here.
If if motherfuckers to throw an open mic around here, that's some business.
There's some people gonna pay to get that shit off.
Because you gotta think about it, bro. And then we in a viral state right now. So don't let you go on open mic and your shit hard where you can
You go to
throw
fuck.
a TikTok on that motherfucker and next thing you know, you won't like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's so many ways to just get seen. And then once you get seen, you just gotta be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like right now we in the stage of being seen. Like I be telling Logan, like, bro, right now it's just about marketing, bro. Cause he was like, man, I just dropped these 3 videos. I'm like, it's time to market something.
But you know what? Master P put it all and see. Lo gotta listen to this. I be watching these people that I'm gonna show you. These people. They be talking about music marketing and they tell you about all the shit that's played out and they say music videos are played out now. Let me see. He says it's a waste of money because
It really is.
it's just promo and there's more effective ways to promote your song. So like Cardi B, she just dropped 6 like different pieces of content for one song. She had
It's called like micro content, isn't it?
micro content because
Yeah.
people, you're not making your shit for MTV and BET no more.
You making your shit for 12 to 15 seconds.
For social media.
You need 12 to 15 seconds of good content. You know what I'm saying? I was watching some shit. It was some shit Chima had put me on, and that's what Dog was talking about, like the micro content, like
I've been getting
like,
paid.
Let me check this out. I can't see it though.
Oh no, I was just finding a video and it was accidentally playing, but I ain't gonna put. I'm looking for a video right now.
All right, okay. Well, that nigga Chima had shown me some shit, bro. Dog basically was like, even if you gonna shoot a music video, he like the breakdown of the music video. If you shoot a music video, he was like, basically you are promoting a song. You know what I'm saying? You're not shooting that because you're trying to promote your album. So like your music video got to be a whole business scheme. So like you know what I'm saying, the micro content, all that. That's what you're gonna be posting to even He like basically this how you go viral. You know, this is basically how you get the views and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the micro content. Like you said, Cardi B, she just posted 6 videos on the same song. I remember 6 different, but it's all because she's feeding that same piece of content to people's heads. So now we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, everybody gonna be saying what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Never fail though. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And it don't matter what she say. It's just the way that they market this shit and put this shit out here, bro. They know what they doing.
This the page right here, Brandman Network. They drop game on just music marketing and how they'll talk about they didn't put me on the AI.
So y'all will just see my beautiful face. With that being said, appreciate y'all love on the Tulum episode. We definitely want to do more things like that as we continue to move in. What's up, everybody? It's Brandman Sean, and I'm here today with a special guest, Jason Gryzhkov. Got it right that time.
And playlist. He said a lot of that stuff is dead. Like you saying, a lot of that stuff is just promos for songs. But he said that shit ain't effective no more. It's like if you just want to get social proof, you just want to feel good, you want your song to have 16K streams real quick, you can pay yourself to get on a playlist, or you can even pay to get views on your video. But all this is, we're doing things, a lot of artists is paying to do stuff just to make themselves feel good, or you just paying for social proof, or you paying to show your song on a Lil Thizzler episode. There's no business, nothing you're doing is a business transaction. It's all promo. And Master P really put all this shit when he was falling out with Romeo. He said, all right, well, since Romeo want to say we wasn't really getting no money like that, let me tell y'all the truth. Ain't no money in the music industry. He's saying half of this shit is promo. He said Lil Romeo's biggest song was a Michael Jackson sample. Can't nobody get paid. Can't nobody get no Michael Jackson sample clear. We didn't get paid for that. That was just promo. And it was like and they on that show I was telling you, Brandman Network was telling me, he was like, it's to the point where like you an artist and you tell the label, man, I'm about to drop this, you know, I want to get hot, you know, I'm trying to turn me up. The label turn you up, they put all the fake streams on you, they pay to put you on playlists, pay for people to talk about you, pay to get you on the Breakfast Club. They pay to get you all this promo and get you seen and make you look big. They make you look hot. Like whenever you see a person that look hot, it's that they had a marketing dollars behind it.
Yeah, they got that push. They got that machine.
So it was saying you might, and you get all this, once you think you hot, everybody thinks you hot. You might falsely think, damn, okay, where this money at? Now I'm hot. It should be some money. The label looking at you like, nigga, we paid to get you this hot. Nigga, this ain't real.
Right.
You don't got no money, nigga. We paid this.
Be humble.
This shit.
Be humble.
You know.
That's why Nip did all that leg work before he finally got that deal to do the, what he called his last album. Like that was his first, was a mainstream album. You know what I'm saying? Where he signed that deal with me. Next thing you know, he did all the interviews.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the mainstream interviews.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Went on a nice little campaign before his album. You know, that's what they call it, a little campaign before your album drops. You know what I'm saying? Where you do all these little interviews and, you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. It makes sense.
Like they was talking about Jay-Z. He has so many major marketing push that he won't drop. Like he'll mix, like they'll give him Jay-Z $1 million budget, but Jay-Z so hot that if they did the $1 million campaign on Jay-Z, you'll look at it and think like, damn, Jay-Z might have fell off. You see Jay-Z start doing press runs and podcasts and shit, you can be like, Jay-Z must have fell off. He money grabbing, you know. So they say Jay-Z don't drop it until he gets some sponsorships and some money behind him, because he want his shit to look big. Like he'll get a sponsorship with the NFL, or he'll get a sponsorship with Sony or Microsoft in combination with what the label's budget is. That way we're going to inflate it so it's everywhere. You see this shit going across the buses. You see this shit in Times Square. All this is connections and promo. You got to partner with the right outlets, and they going to make you look big. But this is all promo. This is not money that you're making because you're hot. You're paying money to have this outreach so people listen. And And you get the real money. You're gonna get the more money off the shows and the products you selling. You know, like it's not gonna come from all the shit that we seeing that we think making a person hot, and we like, dang, they rich because they everywhere. That's the paid promotion. That ain't the backhand money that they get.
No, that's the money. That's the investment. That's the money put out.
Right.
It makes sense. Makes sense.
So it's like a lot of the shit you're doing, you don't have to pay for that type of promo now with social media. It's like you can get more creative. You don't necessarily gotta pay to get your song on the radio. That ain't really gonna do much for you, but make you damn. Hey, everybody tap in my shit on the radio.
Right.
Listen, and then they repost it, but ain't done nothing come after that. You feel what I'm saying? It just made you feel good. There wasn't no dollars involved. It wasn't a business move.
So what's the business play? You know what I'm saying? That's what niggas need to be looking at. What's the business play?
Like all that shit we did, P&E was promotion. You know,
all promo. It was all promo. Now what's the business behind it? You know what I'm saying?
We should have had a party we could throw, or an open album party.
That's how you make the money.
You know.
That's how you make the money. You gotta have the products to sell.
And if you ain't got the product, shit. Apple Music, man, it's $1. Get in front of the nigga face. Tell him, bro, buy this shit. It's $1. Make sure he buy it. You feel me? Like really sell your song.
Really sell it. And
like,
then,
go ahead.
And then, like, man, that shit making sense though. Like you gotta really figure out the business behind that shit. Like what's gonna bring the dollar though? You know what I'm saying? Like this music video shot, that shit look good and sound good, but what's gonna bring the paper? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have something. And then when I say product to sell, like I said, even if you don't buy my CD, buy this shirt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Buy this hat. You know what I'm saying? Buy this eighth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a real spill.
Spend something, some way, somehow. Like
that was my campaign. I was planning on that, man. I'm coming through. I'm gonna have a CD. I'm gonna have fucking branded weed. You know, lanyards. Shit. If I get tapped in with a little company, like there was this one artist out here. He was tapped in with Weed Maps, or you can like message. I learned this back in the day. You can message like artists and companies and say, "I'm about to
get brand ambassador.
I'm about to brand. You know, I need some branded material." They'll send you shit like lanyards and little flyers, maybe some coupons for some shit. You know, and that shit you can brand with your shit. Like, look, I'm tapped in with the Cookies dispensary. You know, I got all these lanyards that say Cookie on it. You know, I'm tied in. You know, I got a little special code for you to get 10% off at the cookie store. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You coming with value to the people. Like you could really set up a pop-up shop and hey, bring people in. It ain't just listen to the song. It's I got something to give you, put in your hand, something you can use. And then while you looking at that $10 coupon, on the back is my album cover with the QRC code to the album. You get what I'm saying? Eventually you're gonna be like, man, let me play this shit. You know, let me look bro shit up, you know.
Right, exactly. Let me just give it a spin.
Like Snoop said, he was breaking the weed down on he was breaking the weed on the Nipsey album before he played it. You done went out.
Yeah, what you say? I went out real quick.
I said we was talking about the
brand ambassador.
The brand, just, you know, putting it in people's face. And then I was just like what I was talking about. These folks keep Now see you now.
Yeah, I'm back. My bad.
All right. But yeah, it's just putting this shit in people's face, whether it's a billboard, whether it's a flyer, a banner, really campaigning like you on a motherfucking election tour, man, because we trying to get selected and elected, man. Vote with your dollar, you know. Buy this tape, man. This shit gonna empower your life. Or if you don't like the tape, man, boom, here goes some, some merch, some coupons, some whatever.
Something. Just tap in.
I got a trunk full of wherever I pull up, I'm opening trunk. I got shit for you. Hoodies, CDs. We coming with a sauce kit. We gonna the CD game. We coming giving you, we gonna give you a whole sauced up kit.
Exactly. Something new. Might even have you give you it might not even be no damn tape. It might be a motherfucking hard drive.
We gotta get back on that outside game and putting the feet on the concrete and getting in people's face with this shit.
That's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take some real leg work.
Really in people's face, because the online, like, it's kind of barriers to that shit. And that algorithm shit, that's some shit you gotta learn every week, every month, because that shit be changing.
It's changing, and it's like, man, that shit just like TV. You know what I'm saying? Like they only gonna give it to a certain amount of people so they can make everybody want it. You know what I mean? It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody to get. If it was, everybody would get it. But they selling that. That's how they getting all their traffic. Once people figure out that it's only for they it might be a random selection of how they pick it, but even if you get one video to go viral, like that's not saying nothing gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or like they were saying with the paid ads, once they started charging for ads, why would they let your video get a million outreach to millions for free when they charge people to get millions outreach?
It just won't happen.
It's not gonna happen now. And then once you do pay and get millions of outreach, what do you think they're gonna do with your next post? They're gonna limit it so you pay again. You feel me?
It's all a mathematics game. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's business.
And then, like, who's to say that this outreach is all real? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like I was saying with the now the bots, they using the fake streams, like what they do with the artists when they drop an album, or even on TikTok, just to get over that little hump, that algorithm hump. You got to send them fake bots. That's part of the game. They sending them fake bots because that's social proof to you. You see something drop, and then in 24 hours, that shit got 100,000 views. That's just to get them over the hump. And then all the views after that is real, but that first little 50K, 100K is fake. It's paid by the label. And that worked for people that's famous because they're not really faking their streams. They are faking their streams. They manipulating you. But if you like the song, it's Future, you might like the song. Okay, it really worked. But if it's something that's whack, it ain't you gonna call it out. Like, who this nigga came out of nowhere and he got 100K views, you gonna start researching. It's gonna look fishy. You're gonna call out the bots. But if it's Jay-Z or Future or somebody, Drake, you're not gonna know them 100K. How they just got 100K instantly every time they drop. Come on now.
It came from somewhere.
You feel me?
Yeah, a million people ain't just watch it all right to say,
Like all these niggas got 100 million. These little lyrical lemonade niggas got 100 millions of views. All these little rappers you ain't never heard of, they song got 100 million views. Ain't no.
Never even heard it.
Come on, man. You ask niggas, you can go across the country and ask niggas, do they know this artist? And they don't know the nigga, but you looking on his page, he got 100 million views. Come on, man. Somebody got to know you around this bitch. You feel me?
Somebody got to. Or where these views coming from? They fabricated.
This shit fabricated, man. We believe this shit. It's social proof. So you think, okay, that shit hot. Like the ESTG. Like, let's think like ESTG. Where did he really come from, bro? When the first time you heard about him?
When he got signed.
When they 700K, they count 700K on the table.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then this nigga just going the fuck off like he just a street legend, a street prophet. This nigga came out of nowhere, man. They put the machine behind his ass.
They do it to people though, bro. You gotta think about it. They do it to a lot of people, and then they hit you with a charge.
Right.
When
So,
you don't follow the rules, they hit you with a charge.
right. What Kanye say? I ain't got no record. Y'all can't control me. I ain't Meek Mill. I ain't Lil Boosie. Y'all can't control me. Type shit.
You gotta think about it. They hit Kanye over the head, and they took it from a B to 600 million. Like, and then they tried to say he went missing. Like, I'm chilling. I'm still in the 1%. Like, you know, I have 600 million still. Like, y'all didn't hurt me. Like, y'all think y'all hurted me. I'm still alive with 600 M and can make more money. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm about to when I jump back on the scene.
I was arguing with my dad about that shit. He like, well, he's stupid because he lost money. I'm like, the money ain't real anyway. He like, it is real because it's a contract. He would have made it. But I'm like, if they could take it away, you can't say what the fuck you want to say. I wouldn't even count it. If you can't count it, it don't count.
Bro, but think about it. Like you said, it's not real. You got 600 million. What's the difference between 600 million and a billion? What's the
5
difference?
million.
Like it's only a number value at that point. Like there's nothing in the world that a man that has $600 million can't do. There's nothing in the world that he can't do that a man with a B can do. The man with the B just might be able to do it a little bit. He might be able to do it one more time.
We calling this nigga stupid, and this nigga still rich. Fuck you talking about? That's why I was telling my pops like everything you see on TV is fake, man. I'm not even reacting to that shit because he ain't really lose no money. He like because this what made me realize this shit was a game. It was like we about to pull all Kanye shit out a Gap. I was walking through the little mall. I went to the Gap store. The whole front display is all the Kanye shit. Not like we about to throw it away. No, this is the display that they've been telling you about. Like the little, it's for sale right now. It ain't no threat of this shit going away. It's people looking at it, buying this shit. Oh, this that Kanye. I'm like, the only reason I heard about this shit is because they said they was finna snatch this shit away. The only reason I'm thinking like, damn, looking at it like, this the shit they said they was finna pull off the shelves. I might have to grab me one real quick. That's when I realized, man, this shit, all this shit is a game.
It's a game, bro. They said they got over $2.5 million worth of Yeezys already manufactured that they gotta do something with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
that's so you can go buy it. As soon as them Yeezys, you see them in the mall, you gonna buy them because you like,
go buy them. They can, bro. Like, come on now, man. It's all fake, bro. It's all fake, bro.
Motherfuckers is smarter than us. But what's dangerous is it used to be the elders who would tell you, or somebody wise would tell you, man, them niggas fake, or them niggas studio gangsters, or them niggas is actors. You know, like 50 Cent was saying in that Get Rich or Die Trying, the dude who was signed, who he was calling the fake dude, remember the little fake artist, light-skinned dude with the bandana?
Mm-hmm.
These people are actors. You get what I'm saying? So it's like back in the day, we could kind of see that. So now the corporations realize, damn, okay, they calling out the fake. So now let's find niggas straight out of jail, straight out of a case, nigga who just got shot up. Let's sign him and put the machine behind him since they want the real. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
We'll put the machine behind a nigga who just is fighting for his life.
Nigga who's gonna go up that road, or just always be a nigga like NBA, or a nigga, you know what I'm saying, who always fighting cases.
Right.
You know, but they made him the biggest ever.
And that nigga
said,
and
so
then
what you're saying kind of makes sense though. Like think about this. Like he's the biggest ever on YouTube, but he ain't been off house arrest or not fighting a case since he been out.
Right.
Since he been popping. And it's going on like 10 years now.
Right. But like NBA YoungBoy is crazy because you don't really hear. He got all these views, but he the top rapper supposedly, but you don't never hear nobody like mainstream really talking about him. Like your parents don't know who NBA YoungBoy is.
And all the mainstream people really don't like him.
They don't like him.
They really don't like him because they know it's fabricated. It's like y'all really blew this kid up to make him feel like he could just go at anybody because he feel like he's on the top of the world. You know what I'm saying? But y'all blew him up. This machine blew him up. Like when it's all said and done, like he gonna have a hell of a story to tell because it's not all real. You know what I'm saying? So when he come back and tell the story, he gonna be able to tell it like, man, that shit wasn't real. Like
Shit was fake
they
as
had
hell.
me beefing. They had me beefing with Dirk. Well, me and Dirk could have been the two biggest ever. You know what I'm saying? They got me beefing with all these people, and this shit not real. They got me living in Utah. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing all this shit. Like, come on, man.
Right, and look at this shit they got Dirk talking about. He like,
How much money do NBA got? Like,
and
don't nobody talk about that. They talk about his views.
that's another thing. Look, the young kids. I seen that with Nipsey died. It was like Nipsey ain't or Juice. They was saying all these niggas was more legends than Nipsey because of numbers. And when you realize these numbers fake, and that most of these kids respect, like their argument would be, well, he the hottest rapper. He got 100 million views. Like that's that's the marketing, bro. You didn't know about this nigga from ground up. Maybe not all of you. Some of you probably really did know him, but most of you niggas just looked at the social proof. It's 100 million. Oh, that shit hot. Like, let me get this shit a listen. You know, because this I must be missing out. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hip. Damn, I'm the only nigga not hip. It's 100 million views.
Right.
No, that shit is propaganda. So
It's all propaganda. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
yeah, it's like you can do this shit your own if you got the right resources. Like all this shit we talking about that's coming with the bots and the AI. Like the people at the top, they already using that shit. You know, they already doing that. These is trade secrets that we ain't know about, and they just coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Once an average person start using it, then they patch it up. You know.
Like have to ask that AI service, like, what's the best way to gain streams, like on my music, like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying? What's you know what I'm saying? Ask us a real, you know what I'm saying?
You been fucking with that? You been fucking with that Chat GPT?
Yeah, I tapped into it. That shit, it was over capacity at first, but you got like for me, I got tapped into it like around this time. You know what I'm saying? Around 2, 3 when motherfuckers sleep. That's when I tapped in the last time. It was late night. I couldn't really think of nothing to ask the motherfucker. But I did the simple shit. Like I told her to tell me a story. You know what I'm saying? They got to give me the rundown and shit like that. I'm kind like this. But definitely you can use it, you know what I'm saying, to learn some shit though. You know what I'm saying?
That's the new. Let me show you something real quick. Let's fuck with that shit real quick.
That shit like Google.
Because the key now is learning what the prompts to put into the Chat GPT. Because like you said, you don't really know what to ask it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see other videos of people telling me how they use it, then that's when I get ideas on what to really ask this shit or what it's capable of really doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because that's what I be getting. That's why I got stuck up. I'm like, I don't even know what to ask you. You know what I'm saying?
Am I sharing my screen right now?
Yeah.
All right, you see this shit coming up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this how detailed you should get. Okay, tell me a story about a music label fabricating streams and sales to make I'll be chicken picking when I type to make an artist look bigger and he gets exposed by skeptical Like you can get real skeptical. I can't even spell skep. How the fuck you spell that shit? Skeptical fans. All right, so that bitch don't never wanna go fast when I'm on live.
I'm just tapping in right now. Hold on.
You see, the upcoming artist. Once upon a time, there was a music label that was determined to make one of their up and coming artists a star. They knew that the keys to success in the music industry was to make the artist look popular, so they decided to inflate their streaming and sales number. They hired a team of people, listen to the artist's songs on repeat, and buy multiple copies of the album. They also used bots to artificially increase the numbers on the streaming platform like Spotify and Apple. At first, it seemed like their plan was working. The artist's popularity began to soar, and they even landed a spot on a major music festival lineup. But then skeptical fans began to take notice of the suspiciously high numbers. They started to do their own research and discovered that many of the streams and sales were fake. The fans took to social media, exposed the label as fraud. Soon their story was picked up by major labels. You know, it could just write you out. You could get more detailed than that. And I could say, hold on, look, this is how this I could say make it funny and comical. You feel me? It's gonna reword it and add some jokes and shit in there.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, this shit cold. This shit goes. So we gotta figure out what we can ask it that's goddamn, you know what I'm saying, beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta figure out what can we ask it that's beneficial. Like, what do people be asking it? Like, what's some examples of some other shit people be asking it?
All right, you talking about productive shit. Well, you talking about productive shit. So I don't know how to code, but they say this shit can code and all type of shit. But okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to code either.
Say but you know, we creatives, we into the entertainment. So this can spark like creative ideas and shit for us. So we could say, write me. So, but we want to get the money though. We know we got the ideas. So let's get the money. Write me a business plan. Hold on. First, I don't even know what to do to start a business. What steps do I need to take to make my idea a busyness? Damn, I spelled this shit wrong. All right, several steps you could take. Conduct market research. Develop a business plan. Secure the funding. Register your business. All right, so boom. Okay, I'm gonna press stop generating. But okay, say we did the research already. We got our business plan. Damn, now we gotta get funding. About a media business. Write me a letter to an angel investor about a media business. I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing to introduce you to my media business to express my interest in securing an investment from you. It's a new media company that specializes in boom, add your specific niche and examples. It's telling you, you get what I'm saying? To throw in that bitch.
You get a whole run diggity.
The whole run deezy. So anything that come with writing, bro, you ain't even gotta really think
You
no
gotta do it. You just get on the sauce and they print it out for you.
Mm-hmm. You see, that's just copy and paste. We ready to go. Now we just got a campaign.
Now you got this campaign and take that and use that at different, you know what I'm saying? You can take that anywhere.
All right, look, hold on, look. So this something. Write me a letter to the public school system about getting a grant for music engineering. for kids.
They jump dead on it.
You know, seconds. I believe that the kid, you know, it's gonna make you sound so articulate.
This is what you need. This is what you need to get shit done.
So this is your new little personal assistant, basically.
Basically. So it's like it like nips all that job in the bud. Like you know what I'm saying? You can just have AI do it.
AI do that shit.
I don't need Susie to be my assistant no more. I can just have AI do that.
Right. Write me
AI
a rap. Write me a rap about shit. Write me a rap about marketing. Fuck it. This bitch got bars too. Marketing is the key to success. Gotta make sure your message is the best. You know, gotta know your target audience and give them what they want with a little bit of finesse. What? They going the fuck off. They giving you the verse one, the chorus.
They give you a whole rundown, 3 verses.
3 verses. They ain't playing with you.
They not playing.
So this shit is the next wave, man. That's why I'm telling niggas, y'all better get with this shit or you gonna get left behind.
And this shit is giving it out like that.
That shit is the next wave.
Yeah, that's sauce right there.
I'll get back to
that AI shit.
That AI is the game changer.
It's definitely a game changer.
Oh, cool. Let me show you this. Hold on. Let me let's go over this real quick because I asked the AI this. I forgot how I got to it, but I basically asked the AI like, so how can I forgot what I asked it. Hold on. Basically, it was telling me like the AI can either help marginalized communities rise, or if they don't learn the education, it's going to further marginalize people. Okay, what are the risks? What are the risks of AI and future jobs for unskilled, unskilled employees or unskilled jobs? Skilled labor. What are the risks? So if it ain't no risk, it'll probably tell me. But see, I be asking this shit that make that bitch think.
Make it
So the risk include job displacement, as automation and advanced algorithms may be able to perform tasks previously done by humans. This could lead to increased unemployment, particularly among low-skilled workers. Additionally, there are concerns about the potential for AI to be used in ways that are harmful to society, such as developing autonomous. See, look, it could go into some shit you wouldn't even think about. Developing autonomous weapons or in a system that perpetuates bias and discrimination. As for future jobs or for unskilled labor, it's difficult to predict exactly what kind of jobs will be available in the future as a result of technological advances. However, it's likely that there will be a growing demand for jobs involving working with technology, such as fields of automation, data analyst, shit like that.
Hey, bro, it basically just told us that if it can say that, like if it's programmed to say like that off the wall shit that it said about the weapons and shit, like it's programmed to be able to do that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like iRobot is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Woody Girl, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That shit is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? We better get prepared for that shit.
No, bro. San Francisco, they doing protests right now. They just passed it to where robots can kill people. Hold on,
Robots, robots, police dogs or police.
yeah, like the robot police and shit. They had the power to kill people.
Off niggas.
So it's like now, instead of, we thought we had a win with George Floyd and shit, now they just gonna blame it on the robot.
And don't nobody go to jail.
Don't nobody go to jail. We just gotta turn him off.
They said we gotta hurry up and get these robots out here and start killing niggas.
You see this? San Francisco supervisors bar police robots from using deadly force now. They voted Tuesday to put the brakes on a controversial policy that would let police use robots for deadly force. The Board of Supervisors voted unanimously to explicitly ban the use of robots in such a fashion for now.
But as soon as they're gonna see what they're gonna do is they're gonna make it where they're gonna need the robots for something. So they'll have to pass that law, and then it'll open it up where they'll be able to kill. You know what I'm saying? It's just for now.
Right, and then it's just America, so you can't really get away. You can't really pull too much over the American citizens' face because we got a spirit of freedom fighter from the white people and the black people. So we watching the government every step. Y'all do something that sound fishy, niggas is calling you out instantly.
Most definitely, you ain't lying about that.
But in countries like Russia and China, they already using this shit to in Russia, they just used a drone. They said it was a facial recognition drone. As soon as the bitch walked out the building, the drone dropped a missile on that bitch. Hold on, let me find that shit.
Yeah, that's see, they gonna just start, they test the shit overseas first.
Right.
See if they can get away with overseas. And they bring it back here and start cracking niggas over there.
Right, and let a nigga start. So the next protest, that's when they the next little people hit the streets. That's when they gonna bring all this technology they've been working on out.
That's when they gonna pop it out.
Yeah, them boys dropping them bombs with them drones. Let me show you.
At The Real, luxury is
Gucci,
Hermes,
Louis Vuitton. Luxury is
scoring something amazing for.
Why are Ukraine's cheap, slow drones so successful against Russian targets?
We use drones to target Russian enemy. Аеророзвідка – це громадське об'єднання, які поставили собі за мету надавати допомогу силам безпеки і оборони України. Хтось займався дронами як хобі.
It was on Facebook or something. The bitch was walking out the building. It was a bitch really got killed. She walked out the building. As soon as she walked away, she was talking to somebody for a minute. As soon as she started walking towards her car, the bomb dropped. They said it was like a facial recognition bomb. Let me show you one more thing.
You see that facial recognition caught that locked a nigga up from a different state.
Right. No, that shit happened in Kalamazoo.
What happened in Kalamazoo?
Same shit that happened to that dude in Louisiana. So Kalamazoo, Michigan, facial recognition, license plate readers, doorbell surveillance, footage, and cell phone location tracking all lead to the arrest and murder in a murder case in Kalamazoo, according to court records. Bro,
yeah, that's mad.
Yeah, see?
Damn.
Bro got caught up on them yammers. And that phone tracking. Let me show you this. It's all type of shit. This is before the technology. I made a song about this on shit on SoundCloud when I seen this shit. This when I knew the streets was over with. Stingray, police. Bro, this when I knew the streets was over with.
least 3 law enforcement agencies in the Triangle. Here, whether you're here, here, or at one of these, it doesn't matter. This can find you.
Now, why they just show you if you at the protest? Hold on, but
The common name, Stingray. Technically, a cell site simulator. First developed for military use, it's made its way into local law enforcement. It can track a person down to the room they're in if they have their cell phone on them. Stingrays turn these into homing devices, and that's just the beginning.
These are tracking devices. This is emitting a signal. This is GPS.
Mike Mino with the North Carolina branch of the ACLU has been watching the spread of Stingrays for years.
It's my understanding that the software that a lot of these devices use is capable of capturing things like your text messages, the numbers you're calling and receiving calls from. We know for sure they're getting people's location.
Here's how it works. Cell phones are always trying to connect to nearby cell towers. A Stingray acts like a cell tower decoy. In what's called a man-in-the-middle attack, it tricks cell phones into thinking it's the nearest cell tower. Phones connect to the Stingray, and police can access a range of personal information. But they don't just get intel on one phone. Every phone nearby is forced to divert to the Stingray. Calls are passed on to a real cell tower. Data scooped up stays with police.
When you ask them why they're using it, they'll say, well, we're targeting certain individuals. But the nature of the technology is so expansive that you cannot use this without countless innocent people having their data captured as well.
The I-Team has learned.
See, so they could say it's some terrorism or it's a criminal organization in your hood and drop the van off. And now they got everything in your phone.
Yeah, everything in everybody's phone.
Everybody's phone. So there's so many niggas that got caught up with on the Snapchat, on the text. Young Thug got caught up on the text. Niggas better pay attention to what they saying in these cases. They telling you text.
It's time to go back. It's time to go back to pages and low communication.
Swear for goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers don't want
face-to-face conference. You know, or you can keep this. You know what I'm saying? Just what come with it. So you gotta just have that. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta go off the grid, you gotta have that. You know what I'm saying? Mapped out.
Right. Leave the phone at the crib. The phone.
Yeah, and just do that routinely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to have the iPhone, but I'm gonna leave this bitch at the crib today. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check out the pager. You know what I'm saying?
Flip today.
And I know exactly where I'm going. And you know what I'm saying? Whoever I need to meet, they gonna know exactly where to meet me at before I leave the crib. Or you know what I'm saying? We gonna meet up somewhere. We gonna talk about this. And on Tuesdays, we just meet and we politic. You know what I'm saying? And on Tuesdays is no phone day, and we meet up and politic, in person action. You know what I'm saying? Just to get used to that, not having a phone, because bro, it's really fucking up there. So you gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? To stay up, to stay keen to what's going on. Because again, like you gotta have that off the grid too, to where Big Brother ain't listening to everything. Cause that's what it is. Big Brother just got a way to listen to everything.
Right, and they say that phone is the mark of the beast. Well, I just heard somebody say that recently. He said that phone really the mark of the beast because they making it to where you can't go nowhere without that bitch. You got your debit card on that motherfucker. You got all these apps you relying on. This go back to the cost of conveniences, bro. You implement these technologies in your life, but it's some costs that come with that. You done lost your privacy. You done lost your connection to the world. Now you scared to go outside. You don't even know outside. Like you scrolling through your phone all day, discouraged. Like, nigga, go outside and get in motherfuckers' face. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I see exactly what you're saying. That makes sense too. Because they making it to where you gonna need that motherfucker. If you leave that, you're gonna be through.
You're gonna be through. Damn,
you're gonna be through.
You be hearing niggas say they late for work, they leave their phone at the crib, they're gonna be extra late because they're going back to get that bitch.
Like, it's certain places that don't take no cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting that way. And instead of having your card, you gonna have your phone. They got the little tap booty. You tap your phone and you pay. You do.
The tab, right? Because they know niggas ain't ready for the chip. We already against
Yeah.
the chip.
But
And
the phone is like the first little robot that we got. Like
Right.
it's gonna keep getting more and more advanced to the point where it's gonna next thing you know, it's gonna be a little robot, everybody gonna have their own little personal assistant. You know what I'm saying? To where you don't have no forces like on your right and shit like that. Like the AI gonna be able to do all that. So it's gonna make you even lazier. Cause now you're not thinking for yourself. Now you let AI think for yourself. When you think for you, gonna ask AI everything. AI gonna tell you instead of you going out and actually doing some shit and getting some results for yourself. You gonna think AI got a better answer than what the real work got. You know what I'm saying? People gonna forget because it's already a big gap in between like trade work and what people doing nowadays. Like don't nobody know how to do nothing though. Don't nobody know how to paint no house. Don't nobody know how to lay no drywall. Don't nobody know how to damn sure nobody know how to do no electricity. You know what I'm saying? Nobody putting no floors in. I'm talking about the men. Like you know what I'm saying? These are all men jobs. Like where you know what I'm saying? Those jobs is it's gonna be a robot that be able to come in and paint your crib eventually.
They
They
already
know people though. But, you know, they know people don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
They got the robots building houses. They got the 3D printing houses and shit. They trying to get rid of you niggas, man. They trying to not need you. Niggas got too many problems. Like niggas got emotional problems. He might get sick or he might be feeling bad today. These niggas is shrewd businessman. Get his ass up out of there. Put a robot in that bitch.
And just make him pay a little bit more.
The girl Janelle Moset talking about she non-binary and queer and that affects her decisions at work. Get the robot in for this bitch because she, you know.
Right, just we're not even gonna play. Like you could be that, but just be that at home.
Swear to God.
You're not gonna be our problem anymore. We're gonna get the robot in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like McDonald's, like y'all, okay, we low on employees at McDonald's the way they gotta close early and we're gonna be back 24 hours, don't worry, we're gonna get the robots in there.
Robots.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but flipping burgers. We gonna already have them seasoned, so all they gotta do is flip some motherfucker when the timer say flip and send them on down the line. We'll have another robot down there pattying them up and wrapping them up and shooting them to the car.
Man, we didn't set ourselves up to be cooked because you're not gonna be able to play in that robot face. Because the robot damn near tapped in. You go to the right robot, he tapped into your phone. Don't let it be a federal robot. He got the right to look through your shit. So he just, as soon as you walk
away,
you know, he know what's in your phone. He know what's in the last transaction.
So now we on the ground floor. So now we gotta get it, stay ahead now. Like we really can get ahead and stay ahead. It's like the beginning of the marking period. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got 100%. Everybody got an age right now because we ain't had no assignments yet. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta just start checking off these assignments and not missing none because it's a crucial time right now. You gotta think about it, nigga. If we can learn how to control, not even control, just learn how to learn the science behind the AI and the robots and shit to where we know how to fix them bitches or you know, them gonna be the new $100,000 jobs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Program our own AI. The AI, man, tell me why the AI going. I asked the AI to write me a story about. I was asking it to write me a story about how somebody was in the mafia or shit, and he wanted to bring back order to the mafia. He seen it was fucked up, so he wanted to bring back order to it. And it wrote me a story about some dude named Vito, and he seen the shit was fucked up, so he wanted to bring order to it. It wrote me a nice little story. So I said, okay, make a pimping version of that song. Somebody who was trying to bring order back to the pimp game. It wrote the little pimp story, same little shit. But at the end of the pimp story, it said, please take note that pimping is morally wrong and it's illegal. So I was like, I was thrown off because I'm like, bitch, I asked you to write me a fictional story. Why is you trying to tell me about morals? So I'm cutting into the AI, bitch. You want to talk to me like a human? Now I'm finna cut into you back like a human. So I messaged it back like, I forgot exactly what I said to it, but I was like, basically, I'm like a lot of marginalized communities back in the day had the I said something to it, and it was like, okay, that's true, but we don't want to write stories romanticizing pimping. So I'm like, bitch, is this a human behind this shit talking to me? Why the fuck is you giving me moral
They
advice?
program, like
So
the
I said,
AI is programmed to give human-like responses. So they give them a bunch of human-like responses, and the AI go with the best ones. Like, you
right,
got to think about it.
this
AI's
one,
been doing that.
but this
They've
one
been
I knew
testing
the AI.
AIs on video games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I
They've
knew the
been
AI
testing
had
the
a
AI.
teaching spirit. AI might tell on you said the wrong shit.
AI definitely gonna tell on you. So you gotta think about it. They've been testing AI with video games where like they do little things where they make you like in like story modes and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? That be all AI where you click like they give you more than one option like of the things to do. Like based on what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like Call of Duties and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? That's a little similar. Them little AIs, like you know what I'm saying. So it's not gonna always be the same, but we give you 4 options to choose from.
You heard
And
about
each of these 4 options got different outcomes. Like they might have 3 or 4 different outcomes each. You know what I'm saying? You depending on which one you get. Depending on which one you get.
real shit. The video games been like putting us on, and now they're coming out with the virtual worlds and shit. So
Yeah.
like you heard of Unreal Engine 5?
Mm-mm.
Man, let me show you one more video real quick. Cause the Unreal Engine 5 is finna be the new video game model. So you know like how GTA is open world and shit.
Yeah.
But it's still like some simulated shit in there to where like if you try to follow, you know, like the people ain't really they just walking around doing dumb shit. You follow and they might disappear or fall off the map or start walking into a wall. The new game engine, if you can follow the little computer character, the NPC, you can follow it through the whole game. He got a whole life. Each character is going home, going to work or running their errands, going back home, going to sleep, waking up the next morning, coming out their door. Each character in the video game.
Pull that up.
Let me show you that shit.
I need to see this.
Engine 5. And the graphics gonna be so cold. All right. This bitch like 10 minutes, but
The thing that's different about a Verbo vacation home, you always have the whole place to yourself.
I can't see nothing.
You can see that bitch now? Oh, hold on.
No.
You see this shit? Now this shit gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna just be quiet because you're gonna be looking like, hold on, it's a movie?
It's like Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the Matrix.
It's the Matrix video game. This shit ain't out yet. They just showing you what the Unreal Engine 5 can do.
So is this like actual console?
I'm Thomas.
Mm-hmm. It's on PlayStation 5. You can go through this whole little presentation if you got the PlayStation 5. You can download this shit.
But computers are also mirrors, reflecting back who and what we are and the choices we make, the worlds we build. They also confront us with questions about why we want to choose this or that, why we want to make X instead of Y. Where do ideas of who we are and what we want even come from?
take the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. This isn't real. What is real? How do you define real?
For instance, I'm not even sure why I'm here. I remember waking up and thinking that I'm supposed to come here, that it was important for me to ask people, how do we know what is real? Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves. Over 20 years ago, I first played the character Thomas Anderson in the Matrix trilogy. Those films pioneered digital cinema with shots like bullet time. Back then, we talked a lot about where the digital age might take cinema and narrative. In an industry where actors have tried to remain perpetually young, we wondered about digital faces.
Have you noticed all this shit is video game graphics?
Hi, I'm
I was just gonna ask that.
Matrix films. 20 years ago, we asked ourselves how long it would be before faces and bodies could be changed as easily as we change clothes.
We wondered, what would identity mean in a completely digital world?
And what would reality mean when a world we can build feels as real as our own?
What just happened?
Yeah, this is what they wanted. They said they were fine with your theoretical mumbo jumbo, but they needed some sexy action.
Who said?
The marketing
Them graphics so cold.
Yeah, graphics so cold.
Welcome to the Matrix.
They're saying some shit about that digital reality, what's real and what's fake.
Like riding a bike, they say.
I sometimes miss this version.
All right, hold on. Let me skip through this bitch. They just really showing off the graphics, and then they're gonna show you what the play is like.
Have a good play.
Yeah, this the little gameplay. Okay, now this here go to technology.
So that's the Matrix game is gonna be called Unreal Engine 5.
No, this is an advertisement for the Unreal Engine 5 gaming system for developers. So developers that make video games will make this shit on the Unreal Engine 5. And they just using the Matrix to show off this Unreal Engine, the new Matrix video game, to show off what it can do.
The graphics, okay.
Which is interesting because they telling you the Matrix was a false reality, and they trying to tell you what is our reality going to be like in a digital world, in the virtual world. So listen to what this shit can do. So it's telling you mass AI, crowd, and traffic systems. That's what I was just telling you about.
Okay, yeah, I see. I read it.
So you can toggle the AI vision. So all these cars and people you can follow.
You got this cold as hell.
Yeah, I think on your PlayStation, if you got a PlayStation 5, you can play the little demo. They'll let you walk through the city.
But it ain't gonna look as real as it'll look on this new system.
It looked good on the PlayStation 5, but they saying like all the little AI shit, the little mass AI, all that shit the computers can't handle right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Meta-human.
Generation.
This is the gameplay right here. So this is real gameplay. So if you got the PlayStation 5, this is how it looks on PlayStation 5.
Mm. Does it look like a better GTA?
So imagine when you throw the 3D goggles on and play this.
Yeah, you really in there.
And then all the AI got its own little life. So when you talk to the AI, it can remember you like Sims. You know, you can build relationships with each character. I don't know if you ever played Sims.
Yeah, I know about Sims real good.
Yeah, so you can build relationships since every character has a life and a memory. So I remember the GT San Andreas used to be able to say something positive to somebody. Like you could say, "What's up?" Or you could say something negative, like, "You bitch ass nigga," you know, so.
Exactly. That was all practicing with AI.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's been in the video games. Like, that's where they tested that first.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to test it in the video games. Like, those
See,
reactions.
Right, and that's why I started this YouTube channel, bro, because all this shit it's so many topics that we can cover to tie back into. You know what I'm saying?
This game, like you said, this game involved in everything, man.
All this shit is game involved.
And like it's hard to just try to key in on one topic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we might double back to something, but like to just stay like to be just talking about sports all day, or just be talking about music all day, or just be talking about, you know what I'm saying, relationships all day. Like it's hard to just do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? When there's so much ground you can cover, like just, you know what I'm saying, not putting no ceiling on it.
Ain't no ceiling on this
You
shit.
might, you might go 3-4 days talking about the same time, about the same, you know what I'm saying, topic, but then you might switch it up and never go back. Or it all depends, especially on what's trending, because it's a certain type of trend. Like they put the shit out there, they put that shit out there because they can't not put it out there. But then they put so much bullshit out there to cover it up to where you might miss it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might really miss it. Or you'll see it, but you'll miss the message. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, they give you something to talk about. But they not gonna not get that information, but they gonna also give you something to talk about.
Right.
People talk about the bullshit and what's actually need to be said.
And they say them peoples tell you what they're gonna do before they do it, even if they joke, even if you think it's a joke.
Every time, it never fails.
You can't say they ain't tell you.
You just ain't know they was telling you.
Right.
They told you. They just ain't tell you that they was telling you.
Right.
They ain't gonna put on a silver platter for you. Now you got to figure something out for yourself.
See that, and that's what people. That's why this channel important, or that's why people like us is important, because we can translate this shit to one another. You know, I could bounce some shit off you, and you give me, you know, you got some experience.
Exactly. Or you can dive deeper into it, or I can say something and you can, you know what I'm saying, you can give me a little bit more on it, or you know what I'm saying, or just our opinion sometimes be like, damn, I didn't think about it that way. But that shit, you know what I mean, that shit makes sense.
Swear to God, because look, this is divine intelligence. The artificial intelligence can't compete with your soul. You a one-on-one.
It can't compete. Like, and then like what Ali, like, you know what I'm saying, he wanna talk about religion. But he's scared that, well, he not scared, he just don't want nobody to, you know what I'm saying, he don't want to offend nobody or come out the wrong way. I told him, you gotta just kick it, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying, we gon', you know what I'm saying, ain't gon', we gotta just talk about it.
Yeah, if he's sparking shit, I'm gonna back you up. We gonna ask deeper questions. We gonna let you fuck off.
We gonna be intrigued, so we gonna let you have the floor. Like, it's not gonna be no, you know.
It's about, we in 2023, man. You know, everybody, you done seen all this shit on Facebook. So what I'm showing, you done seen people booty holes on Facebook. So I'm taking you deep in my mind.
That's it.
You know, that's all I'm doing.
That's it. Like, there ain't no harm, you know what I'm saying? It's just how a person feel, you know what I'm saying?
Right. But I'm kind of held back on the religion stuff too. Like, even the last live we did, I went back and watched it. I was like, damn, hold on, I done said some shit that's gonna offend somebody I know.
Man, it just always happen, don't it?
You know, like, oh shit. I hope what's the name? I watch that shit.
Man, for real. For real. Yeah, like I try to hold back on it too, just because it's just a touchy subject for people. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's a touchy subject for people.
That's but Ali, he on the right foot. Like, I don't talk to everybody about religion because people got like superstitions and they spooked out about certain shit. They feel like they can't even think a certain way and they ain't in good grace with God or whatever. They can't even question, they can't even question nothing. They feel like that's wrong.
Right.
No, that shit. But shit, fuck it though,
Yeah,
man.
see, Ali, he definitely he ain't one of them ones. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, he on point.
If you can have a conversation about just see, like me, I'm just like, it's just one of the things that I'm interested in. So I'm open to the conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it go back to what we was talking about. Man, I done studied a few, man, and the root cause, like even like the root of all of them is, you know what I'm saying, it's a good and it's a bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's right and it's wrong. Like, you know.
That's what
At
me
the
and
end of the day, it's just rules. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
It's rules and it's laws to life. And it's like, and that's what me and bro was talking about over the phone. We didn't talk about it on live, but we should talk about it. It should be we have bro come on here and we'll talk about that religion shit and just the square root of it. No, we're not talking about a religion. Let's just talk about the square root of it. Because we talking about on the phone and we broke it down like how you just said. You said all this shit is spiritual laws. Ain't no cosmic evil out there that's just an evil force that's just in the world. That shit, the evil within, the evil is your own. You know, you got the evil. It's the evil in every room, every family. Niggas in your family got some demon spirits, so jealous spirits, whatever. And then with the symbology and the stories of religion, some of that shit is all that shit is the same shit. Every religion in the world getting their shit from the same sauce.
But see, people, that's where the emotional intelligence come in. Like, people be so emotionally attached that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they not even, they got to take emotions out of it and just think about it. Like, just not even think about it. Just listen. Take the emotions out before you open your ears and listen. Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where a person coming from when they get to talking about it, like how we be talking about it.
Right, like this nigga Bobby Hemmett broke that shit down.
Yeah, that's Ali Man right there.
You be listening to Bobby Hemmett?
That's Ali Man. He can send me a few videos, so I didn't tag you with it. That's Ali Man stuff. Whenever he feel like somebody ain't, or he feel like he can't explain it how he need to, he can't put it in words. He just say to Bobby. Like, Bobby said it.
Cause like I was just listening to bro. I always heard of Bobby Hemmett, but I ain't never dove into him. Cause he be talking about Bobby be talking about some far out shit, and that shit be I ain't
trying to go that far.
Right, but he said some shit. He was talking about somebody asked him about why they was calling back when. Remember they was calling everybody Illuminati, Jay-Z, Kanye, and all them. And somebody asked him a question like, why is the Baphomet, the pyramid, or Kanye at the time, he had the Heru, the Egyptian god on. It's like, why are people saying all this shit is evil and stuff? And he broke that shit down to the square root to where I don't even want to argue with nobody about religion no more. He broke that shit down. Like,
give me a little example of how he did it.
Basically, he said like, he was talking about the Baphomet. You know how they got the goat head and they say that's the devil. And they're talking about that Jay. I remember that Jay-Z video that came out and everybody was pointing out like all the little symbology.
I know exactly what Beyonce was supposed to be posed like it. And
she was posed like it was Rihanna or somebody posed. Yeah, the devil. And he was saying like, man, he broke it down like the Illuminati, them European secret societies, all the way to, these rappers is doing the same symbols. And how you see in Egypt, they got nothing but pentagrams and pyramids and obelisks and shit. But they say that they don't even work. They say this is a Christian country, but they got all these Egyptian symbology in their shit. You look at George Bush, the Freemasons, it's a lot of Egyptian symbology. So he's basically saying, man, the Baphomet or the devil and Satan and all of that shit, Satan and Jesus and all that shit that they talk about in the Bible, man, they got all them stories from the Egyptian gods. So they said he was showing you how Jesus came from Horus. They got the same story. Horus was the god of resurrection. He was the god of salvation. It's talking about Satan. It was like Satan was he was modeled after Set, the god Set, and Set is the fertility god. He's the god of sex. You get what I'm saying? Procreation. So, and he's saying these are just like forces. He says it's like water and bleach. He's like, it ain't good or bad. They got different uses. You know what I'm saying? Like how they show you the devil and the angels on your shoulder. That's all that shit is really talking about.
And that's what Ali was trying to say about being spiritually, there's no right or wrong. Like he got into an argument with motherfuckers because he was trying to say that spiritually there is no right or wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then I had to break it down to him like there is a right or wrong. It's just all about perception. You know what I'm saying? What you think might be right or wrong might not be what the next person thinks is right or wrong. It's still in your own right, it's still a right or wrong. Though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get where you coming from. Like, if I'm on this side of the war, whatever we doing is right. But if you're on that side of the war, whatever y'all doing is right to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
But life is more deeper than that though, because on both sides there's some bullshit going on.
Exactly. That's where the wrong come in. You know what I'm saying? That's where the wrong come in. Like, you know what I mean? Like like, you know what I'm saying? The wrong is more simpler wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't do something that feel wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's more so a feeling. Like
yeah, right. That feeling. That's deep. That's some spiritual shit.
And I was like, if you're gonna be spiritual, like you know you got that feeling of doing something wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is. It don't matter if it's pissing outside. If you feel like that's what's wrong at the time, like it's a feeling. It's not really. It's like going around your grandma. You ain't gonna do the same thing. The same things is not wrong around your grandma. That's wrong around your homeboy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can cuss and chill around my homeboy, but around grandma, I gotta have that respect. Cause that's just wrong around grandma. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a feeling.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's basically y'all both right, because what I get from it is, and what I got from that Bobby Hemmett video, there's nothing outside. There's no God. When you die and go to heaven, there's gonna be no judge. You're not gonna be nervous, and the God he looking over your whole little resume. You just nervous, hoping you get in the door. You don't know what the fuck he about to pull up. You just, damn, did I do right? Did I like you going to court? You don't know what they got. No, that's not how life works. When you die, you know what the fuck you did wrong. And your spirit, you feel what I'm saying? You feel bad in your spirit. So that's going to prevent you from transitioning. You get what I'm saying? You judge yourself. Ain't nobody outside of you going to pull together. Oh yeah, you did all this wrong. You know, oh yeah, you did do all this, but you did this, so we still going to let you in. Oh, damn, thank God. Ain't going to be none of that.
Like my OG said, like he said the best. He said you want to try to make your good outweigh your bad when you live it. You know what I'm saying? That's necessarily saying. So when you do die, you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you did more good than you did bad, so you feel like you did good. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you feel like you're okay with yourself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, I heard something. It said when you come to the kingdom of God or something like that, it said make sure your heart is light as a feather.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You feel like you did more good than you did bad. It ain't really like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, and then like you go back to like that angel on your shoulder and that devil on your shoulder. Like they both got a, you know what I'm saying? A satisfaction, you know what I'm saying? Like they both trying to satisfy you. It's just one might be, you might just hold off on this. You know what I'm saying? Because now not the time. And the other might be, you go for it right now, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be quick. You know, you gotta be quick.
But see, they both right, because it's like,
if you do go and get it, and you do go and be quick, you're right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're right.
You second guess and think, and you feel bad in your spirit, you're gonna get that karmic debt because you know you wasn't supposed to be doing that. You get what I'm saying? You knew better.
But you feel like this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, if your mind telling you, nigga, you know you ain't supposed to do that and you did it anyway, you're gonna be living with some shit on your heart and on your brain, like, damn, I got over it. You know, I really cheated to get here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm really a fraud. I hope don't nobody expose me. That shit weigh on your heart when you do that shit that you knew better. You know, you knew you wasn't supposed to be doing.
You knew you weren't supposed to be doing that. You still did it. And that, you ain't lying about that.
But then at the same time, ain't nobody finna reward you. God ain't finna just reward you for being good because you see them white folks stole from you and did evil and they winning and rich right now.
So you gotta look at it like that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like that's part of being on what side of the war you on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you a part of the people who been you feel like you was taken from, so now you taking back? Are you a part of the people that's just been taken, so you just gonna take? You know what I'm saying? I've been taking my whole life, so I might as well keep taking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that goes like so. Like, to us, we feel like they wrong, but to them, they don't know no better, so they right in their own right. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know no better. Shit. Then, like you said, like shit. Half of them shit, they ancestors ain't own no slaves in the first place. Shit.
Right. So they got a clear conscience. They getting over on niggas. They don't get no fuck.
Hey.
And like they feel like they told you already. So you dumb because all this information is in the books. You feel me? All this information is in the movies. So you dumb when you don't know you getting fucked over in this contract. You get what I'm saying?
We already told you what the contract was.
Somebody said this how them peoples think, them peoples up top. I don't want to say
right
Illuminati or whatever, but them peoples up top, they say they think like they say if they sell you an apple and it's poisonous, they'll feel bad. They wrong. You wrong because you sold somebody an apple and it was poisonous and they didn't know any better. You wrong. But if the sign says poisonous apples, but I'm selling it to you and you buy it, it's your fault because you just committed suicide because I told you this was a poisonous apple. So the karmic debt is not on me. That's how they feel. That's their little spiritual morality. If I tell you what I'm about to do and you choose to do it, it's on you. It ain't on me.
It's on you now. And that's what people do. They go sign a deal and then want to get mad because they signed the deal. Like, hey, I told you what the deal was. You signed that deal because you wanted that money. And now that money has ran out and there's no more money. Matter of fact, now you owe money. Now you talking about I owe you. No, you shouldn't have signed that deal, buddy.
You signed that.
I'll see you in court because I need the rest of my money.
Right, but I was ignorant. Who gonna care?
That's not against the law.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
These motherfuckers is shrewd businessmen. They don't give a fuck about you, man.
That's why they say you can't mix business. You can't mix business with business, or really, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you sign that bold contract, you're gonna have to hold up to your end of it.
Right.
How bold it was. I knew it was bold when I wrote it. I was gonna see if you was gonna be the devil to sign it, and you was. Because most times the person don't think that if I turn this down, they ain't gonna give me nothing else. No, you want to somebody? I know my word. If you ain't got it, then I'm gonna go. It's gonna come elsewhere.
They was exposing. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was saying they was exposing Yo Gotti for doing that. He pulling out. Man, they was chopping his ass up. They showed how he signed all his artists. He brought a bag of money to the hood. And it was like when he signed Black Youngster, they was like, look, he's pulling out trash bags of money. Some of it's coming to paper bags to give you the illusion that this money came from some street money. Like they say, yo, Gotti playing on these niggas. He trying to act like this. He done got this money from the streets. They said it'd be quicker. This nigga could just write you a check. All this shit is just performative. He pulling the money out the paper bag, the brown paper bag. Some come over here like he piecing this money up. Like he done brought it out the streets. And Gotti was even saying, he's like, some of this money, you know, the street money, show money, bank money. And like, man, nigga, you could have just wrote his ass a wire.
But you didn't write him that check, so you want to give him that cash advance.
That cash advance, you wanted to, but they sign and or you giving them like this is what you can have when you sign this contract, when you get this deal, the fortune and the fame, or whether you sign on a private jet, it's to pull you out your mind to where you're not thinking business.
They take you out your element. They get you do some shit you would never do.
Bring your friends with you to the signing. It's a party. We're gonna celebrate. I'm gonna pull the cash out. We're gonna give you a cash and bonus. And then they show how it's a pyramid scheme. They show Black Youngster. Look, this Black Youngster doing the same thing to his artist, pulling up in the hood in the foreign whip, bringing this bag of money out in front of the project, showing all these people he giving them this money. They doing this to show the kids, man, you should sign this deal blindly too, just like ESTG, Black Youngster did. The niggas that they signed up under them, the young black kids.
I wonder what their money talking about now.
They probably in that cash that he gave him probably wasn't in. I mean, I don't know how fake, you know, I don't be wanting to think shit too fake, but you know that shit was written in the paperwork somewhere, nigga. This is your recording budget and your back end, nigga. Don't spend it wisely.
Cause you gotta think about it. Black Youngster ain't making them videos flexing all that money no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not Black Youngster. We should do that. What's the other nigga name? Not Black Youngster. What's the other one, man? You be talking about Little Horse.
Look, I don't know these niggas,
What's
man.
that nigga, man? Is that Black Youngster? That might be Black Youngster. I'm finna look him up. Hold on. Now you got me wanting to know.
And these niggas don't even really be rich like that, bro.
They don't. They music don't be popular for real.
It's not
They
making
having
no
that
money.
push.
It's
They
just
having that promo push to make so what we think they have.
right. Hopefully you bought something because the
Oh, yeah,
pro.
that's Black Youngster I'm talking about. You know, he used to be making all them videos.
Yeah,
making
throwing
all that
money,
money.
flexing.
He ain't doing that no more.
He ain't doing that no more.
The well that ran dry.
And that shit wasn't even their money. That shit was publicity stunts, bro. That was the label money. They got a rich friend who able to put some cash, give them some show money that they can play with.
They can play with.
And then all the jury fake too, bro. So when you see niggas iced up, you know, dropping $100,000 watches, they say they got millions of dollars in jury. Well, some of them really did pay a lot and they got scammed from the jewelers, but some of them knew they was buying. Most of them knew they was buying fake shit. You get what I'm saying? They put
all that shit fake.
I don't want to really show you this sauce, bro, because this shit'll break motherfuckers' hearts.
You gotta show me the sauce, gang. Cause I'm not into, we ain't into that like that. You know what I'm saying? We like to look player and people.
Right. Okay. So
I give me some frames. You know what I'm saying?
we deep in the live, so motherfuckers ain't gonna even catch this part.
They ain't even gonna catch this parlay.
So you see my screen, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm finna put you on.
What's this, Alibaba?
Yeah.
What you search?
Hold on, P. All right, luxury custom iced out VVS1, VVS GR certified rated studded moissanite diamond bust down hip hop jewelry. Passes diamond tester. Look at that bitch. You see they blurring out the label. That shit is it's supposed to be a what watch is that? The Audemars.
That's nuts.
That's right. So I was going on a jury page on Instagram and they said this is a fully custom AP with lab diamonds for $7,000, but the watch is a $100,000 watch. People was in the comments like, how the fuck is this 7,000? I'm like, oh, these niggas ain't hip to the Alibaba.
They didn't want Alibaba and cash that thing. How much it cost on there though?
It cost $3K for the bust down AP. So say you want the Moissanite chain, you want the wand ball chain.
You get it custom too?
You want the wand ball chain, nigga? What? Hold on.
I can go get my shit custom.
You want the wand ball chain? Not no generic custom like this. I'm finna show you some water.
Water. Tell me why I think my man just did this.
Yeah, you know he did. If he
I
can't tag
know
his
he
jeweler,
huh?
if he can't tag his jeweler, he
Yeah,
got the moissanite. So let me show you the moissanite, the middleman. Let me show you the middleman moissanite. Yeah, don't say nobody's name.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it like this. I can't hear you if you're talking. Yeah, muted on this.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, let me show you the middleman because people don't know about Ali. But look, they don't know about Alibaba, so they probably overpaid. They probably got it from this middleman, but they know that it's not real diamonds though. This is how I know they know. These the middlemen. It's the middle. This the new middle of the mall. These niggas middle of the Instagram jewelers. I found them off an Instagram ad.
They definitely be on Instagram for sure.
So the custom.
In the ads.
So you thinking, Dan, you can get you a custom pendant for how much? You gotta go on their IG. They showing you like niggas is ordering them bust down custom pieces.
And it's like famous people.
Famous people, little rappers. How you thinking like that? How everybody got water on their neck?
They can't even do
it. This $200, you passing a diamond tester test, so they think you official.
And always passing the diamond test.
Everything passing a diamond tester, the dope pendant.
That's crazy.
And the thing is, now I can see. Now I ain't going. What you say?
I'll be surprised you see me with a nice car.
Right, look, that's what I was saying, bro. I was about to buy me some shit. But look, look, I was about to buy me some shit. Cause I don't really care that it's moissanite. That is lab diamonds is diamonds grown in a lab, but they still test as a lab. The difference with the moissanite is it's just like a piece of carbon. Because they say diamonds is like carbon and shit like that. So the moissanite is like some carbon shit. So that's what the diamond tester is testing for, like the carbon, the heat of the carbon. So it's gonna pass the diamond tester. But what threw me off is that the metal that is set in, because all this shit is coming from China. Or this is why I learned they're getting this shit from Alibaba. He was like, oh, it's going to be silver, gold plated. So I'm like, so that means it's going to tarnish, right? Like,
they change color.
He like, well, you could send it back and we will replate it. And I'm like, Piata ain't going to feel right wearing no tan. I can't dip in the water. You feel me?
Yeah, I can't dip it in the water.
I can't sweat and do no physical activities in this bitch.
Yeah, I got to just throw it on with over my hood, like over the collar type shit.
But what you could do, bro? Well, I'm finna go off live.
Yeah, we gotta go off live.